So, welcome to the third Leapcast, and today we're going to look at Cisco UCS Manager Advanced LAN and Networking. And just a short reminder for those that are not familiar with the Leap Center. LEAP stands for Learn, Experience, Architect and Plan. So Learn, it's a place where we can get a good understanding of the various technologies and the value that they'll produce, as we'll see today. Experience is it's a place where we can come and meet and actually touch the equipment. And then Architect and Plan is we can work and liaise with you to help build data center environments. Just a quick look at the Leap Center. Here's a photograph of the Leap Center in Brussels, and you'll see there down at the bottom we've got a pair of the Nexus 7000s, the 7010s. Coming further up, we've got the Fabric Interconnects, a pair of Nexus 5000s, they're the 5010s. We've got the B-Series chassis. Here you can see we've got some B250s, B200s, and C-Series servers, so C210, C250. We've also got some IBM and HP servers in there. That's to enable us to demonstrate competitive vendor servers working together with Cisco, so a sort of a coexistence. And up at the top of the racks here, we've got EMC and NetApp storage array. So, two of the most popular storage vendors that are out there in the enterprise data center at the moment. Some of the demos that we have pre-configured in the system, and today we're going to look at a specific one. We're going to look at part of the Nexus 1000V and advanced LAN and networking within UCS Manager. So just to very quickly recap on what we did last week, we looked at creating standard vSwitches within VMware, configured down through to virtual network interface cards on our service profiles, with ESX configured, and we set various QoS classifications on those NICs, attach those NICs to vSwitches within vCenter, and then by adding or configuring various VM guests with connections to those vSwitches, we were giving them a sort of a basic QoS classification, and it allowed us to classify the network traffic out. One of the problems with vSwitches is that they've only got a local significance. So, for example, if we look here, we've got a Windows 7 machine that I've got switched off. That's connected to VLAN 99 at the moment on this vSwitch. And should we choose to vMotion this machine across here onto this host, you'll see that we don't have a VLAN 99 there. So if we did move that machine over there, it would lose its connection to the network and effectively become isolated. One way to prevent that happening is to use a distributed virtual switch. So here I am on actually a different vCenter machine where I've installed the Cisco Nexus 1000V. This is very quick and simple to install. I've got it configured here due to time constraints, but I'll just very, very quickly show you how we would deploy it. And we'll be arranging a Leapcast in the future to look more specifically at installing and configuring this. So we choose to deploy an OVF template. We'd actually browse where I've got that on the local hard drive there. I'll choose Open. Click Next. Next, we accept the license agreement. Click Next, select the data center location, and we'll select the installer. Click Next, pick which data store we want it to go on. select the VLANs. I've already got these configured, so we'll attach the control to control, management to management, and packet to packet. Click next. And then we can go in and give it passwords and management IP addresses and all that type of thing. I'm going to stop there because, as I say, just due to the constraints of time. I've already got it pre-installed. So if we just open up the console there, if we just now head back to vCenter. So if we choose our networking tab, and here's our virtual distributed switch, the Nexus 1000V. And I've got VMware Update Manager installed in my vCenter. So the packages for the Nexus 1000V VEM, the Virtual Ethernet module, are already available within Update Manager. So essentially all I need to do once I've got the VSM, the Virtual Supervisor module, installed and the VDS set up is add a host. I can't at the moment because both my hosts are added, and as soon as I select the network interface cards and add that host to the VDS, VMware Update Manager, will push the required Nexus 1000V VEM packages down to the individual host, and it's really quick and simple. What we're going to do now is I'm going to go to the VSM and configure a port profile. So you'll see we already have one port profile configured with VLAN 64. So I'm just going to add another one there and show you how the integration works and how quick and easy it is. So I'm going to add, port profile type, CE, and I'm going to call it VLAN 71. That's going to be the VMware port group. It's going to be access mode. It's going to be using VLAN 71. VLAN 71, and I've got this right. We'll enable that, and you'll see now in the background that we've got some activity going on here. We're reconfiguring the distributed virtual port group, and VLAN 71 is now available as a port group on the VDS. Just going to pop back to my hosts and clusters. And we can choose here to edit the settings of this Windows 7 machine, and it was connected to VLAN 64. You'll see that VLAN 71 is there now, so we can choose OK. And the configuration is complete. If we just switch back to the networking tab, take a look here, virtual machines, you'll see now we've got that virtual machine attached to the new port profile template that I created. So that's Nexus 1000V with the VSM installed as a virtual appliance.